Hey, what's up, everybody? I'm just gonna go ahead and enter in a few, show you guys what I'm doing. Alright, so I'm looking at the USDJPY pair. Okay, so let's go ahead and do some analysis here. Alright, so right now I'm looking on the weekly time frame. Okay, so let's go ahead and start charting. Alright, so one thing that I see is that we are currently in a range. Looks like we're trying to break out, retest, and then continuation. I talk a lot about this in my classroom. Okay, so if we, hold on, before we draw there. Okay, cool. So we can see here, we had exactly what I talk about a lot. Okay, so here you have consolidation. And what happens on every consolidation? There's a breakout. So we got a little bit of this going on. Broke out. Okay. So that's what I have on a weekly. Okay, and then now we're in this range. Okay, next consolidation. Okay, so here goes this consolidation. And then we have a breakout. Okay, so we're broke out of consolidation. Now we're retesting consolidation, and it's my theory that we're going to continue. Okay, so that's my reason for selling. All right, so that's only weekly. Okay, so what we can do on a weekly is we can go ahead and draw some support and resistance zones. All right, as you guys know, yes, technically I'm drawing lines, but technically these are zones as well. Okay, so don't let that confuse you. Alright, let's go ahead and draw it right here. Oop. Let's see. Remember, we want to go for most touches, so that looks pretty good right there. And then it looks like we got one more. Just for shits and grins, we'll draw the bottom zones and top zones as well. So right where I drew my take profit is, there we go. So I always do my take profits and stop losses a little bit shorter or further. I mean, a little bit. My take profit is a little bit below before it gets to that bottom zone. So I take profit and I sell at the top of support. Okay, so that's why I do that right there. Okay, now let's go ahead and zoom in on the weekly. So here, my idea is again that it's going to continue downwards. So let's go ahead and draw in our Fibonacci. Okay, so we'll start at the bottom because I'm expecting continuation to the downside. So measure like this, right about there. Alright, so there goes that Fibonacci level. Basically, this gives me certain zones to where we trace before it goes back down. And actually, I want to take this all the way to the top. Yeah, that looks better. There we go. So now you can see, here we go. This gives that was a much better drawing. So we can see price starts up here, goes down. Okay, every movement needs retracement. So we went up here. This is retracement, and now I'm expecting downwards. Okay, so we're still on a weekly time frame. Okay, so each candle is a week. But remember what we did. We were in this resistance. We were in this range, right? So we broke the range, retesting the range, continue downwards. Okay? So this is our first push right here. This is our first retracement right here. Now this guy right here is our second this is our second push. Okay? So let me delete that and make it not so confusing. So that's what we're looking at. Alright, so you can see that it clearly respected a 38.2 level. Okay, this price did. And now I'm expecting it to go down. Alright, so just keep that in mind. You saw me draw my Fibonacci. You see what I'm thinking. Okay, so now let's go ahead and go down to the daily. See what we find on the daily time frame. Alright, cool. So again, so now what I can do is I can take my Fibonacci and measure this daily zone, okay? So remember, you can overlap your Fibonacci's. So this is going to be my current swing high to my current swing low, okay? most recent, whatever you want to refer to it as. Alright, I don't know what that is. Let me get that out of there. Oops. Oh, I just deleted my other one, didn't I? No, I didn't. Okay. Cool. So let's make this a different color so that it's not confusing. I think it's this one. No. This one. No. It's this one. Yeah, this one. Okay, so we'll make this blue. Alright, cool. So our weekly Fibonacci is red. Our daily Fibonacci is the blue one, okay? So where you see them overlapping is very key areas. Like at my 50% level, you can kind of see that it's at a very key area. You see how the blue and red line are touching each other? Right here. So that's a very key area where when you line up multiple different Fibonacci's on multiple time frames, and then they line up, that's what we call an energy zone or a sweet spot. Okay, that's a very powerful thing to keep in mind. All right, so now we have a Fibonacci on our daily and a Fibonacci on our weekly, right? So I'm expecting it to the downside again. So let's go down to a 4-hour. Okay. So on our 4-hour, let's see. You can go ahead and draw a third Fibonacci. Let's go ahead and get a third one in there and see what happens. All right. All right, and we'll make this guy our 4-hour. We'll change it to a different color. We'll make this guy green. All right, so now we got green one. Okay. So again, overlapping areas are key areas. All right, so whenever you see like a 38 in the 6, you see the 38, and then you see the 6-1. All right, so them pretty close like that. That's a very key area. Okay. And then wow, we actually have 3 overlapping, guys. We have 3 overlapping right here. Look at that. So we got blue, red, and our green. So we got H4 daily and weekly all line up right here at this level. Okay, so that's very key level that we're at right now. Yeah, very key level, very key level. So what I am expecting now, looks like we almost got like a little head and shoulder. So I'm gonna put my sell limit. I could potentially put another sell limit right here. Let me show you guys. Boop, boop, boop. Alright, and then continuation to the downside. So my sell limit is going to be like right here. Sell. That's if it continues to go up. This is on the 4-hour. So sell down there. Okay. So you can see how that's how I take my trades. Okay. All of those things. Alright. This is UJ. So here we can go ahead and get rid of all this stuff. There's so many ways that you can place trades, guys. It's ridiculous. Come on. Delete. Alright, so we cleared that up. Another way you can do this is that it broke your uptrend on the H4. Okay, so here's our uptrend. Ooh, redraw that. Here's our uptrend. Okay, so it broke it. We wait for the retest and then we sell it down here. So again, another reason why I'm selling UJ. All right, that's all I have, guys. Thank you.